just talk about just the opportunity that you have coming up?
I think that, this is something that, me and the coaching staff have always talked about, if any of those guys went down, that, I would be prepared. And I think the coaches have done a good job, Coach Jordan especially, with, preparing every running back, as if that we're going to play in the game. I think that really helped me when I was thrown into the game in the fourth quarter and was able to do some of the things like the screen and stuff like that. I think that was something that, Coach Jordan really helped me with, in practice and stuff like that.
How?
Oh, Bradley, not a lot of people realize how good of back you really are because of the attention C-Mike and Cyrus get. Can you just talk about, your talents and, why you might be, overlooked as a runner? Because you could probably play at any, at plenty of Big 12 schools.
I think that's actually one of the biggest reasons why I liked A&M in the first place. At the time I was going to get a chance to play with, Mike Goodson and Javorsky Lane, and I think, now with playing with C-Mike and Cyrus, I think every day there's just a lot of competition at that position. During 2 days and during spring ball, there's always been an effort. I guess not really more than effort, really an extraordinary effort that we make in practice because we're always competing. All three of us are always working hard and pushing each other, and I think that. I know that Coach Jordan brings up and Coach Sherman has brought up, that how well we push each other, and I think that playing with those guys, also is kind of helping me prepare for the upcoming games that are coming up.
Bradley, tell us a little bit about what do you bring to the field? What's unique about your skill set that is a strength?
I mean, going back from the last year and my freshman year, I think my vision's probably my best asset. I think that I'm able to see a lot of the holes that maybe some other running backs aren't able to see. I think that also I can bring a good burst of speed in between the tackles. I think that's something that I kind of see myself as a stronger side of my game.
Bradley, what's allowed you to persevere all this time and be patient? I know we've talked about it in years past, and now this really does seem like a big chance at this point. But what's gotten you to this point?
I think honestly, I think it's a lot. The coaching staff again has done a great job. I think Coach Sherman is a great coach. I wouldn't want to play for any other coach. I really, through the years, I've even had meetings with him and told him how much I respected him as a coach and some of the things that the personal meetings that we've had and talked about in my situation that at A&M the last couple of years. But I think, and also I think the teammates, the guys I'm around, like I said, I enjoy, every day, going to practice with guys like, C-Mike and Cyrus, because yes, I didn't get to play a lot and my reps were limited, but, playing with those guys has made me a better running back for a position like this where, I will get a little bit more reps, that I feel like I'm a more capable back than maybe, say, if I was at another school and just, started and have been playing for 3 years. I think playing behind people and, really start, taking things from their game and kind of adding it to yours really improves a running back.
Bradley, can you talk about, the young running back, Ben Molina is now going to have to step up in that third string role like you were at. Can you talk about him and what you've seen at him?
He's a more than capable back. Also, that it's almost like if there's a back that goes down, it's like just bring the next guy up. I mean, they're all we have a great room of running backs, and that's something we kind of joke around about all the time is how capable all these backs are. Ben is a powerful guy. I think that's the first thing you'll notice when he runs. He's one of those guys out. If you try and tackle him, you're gonna see that little pop because he's a little smaller, but he's a little heavier than all of us. So I think that from what I've talked to him, I think like I said, like he's a more than capable back, and I think that when he does get in the game and stuff like that, people will be impressed with his running ability too.
Bradley, have you had a chance to talk to Coach Jordan and Coach Sherman about specifically what they expect out of you here in the coming weeks?
I talked to Coach Jordan recently, and I think the things that we talked about, is just that, just do the things that I've done in practice. I think that was, one of the main messages that he said. And also, I think, we specifically talked about things like ball security and stuff like that. That's something that the coaches, have personally talked to me about, and some of the things that I really need to work on in certain aspects of maybe, getting my pad level down a little more and stuff like that. But, those are things that, we're really going to focus on in practice this week and, and try to correct before we play Oklahoma.
sticking on the same lines, I saw right after C. Michael went down, Coach Jordan came over to you on the sidelines, kind of put his arm around you and talked to you, you know, kind of whispering to you. What did he tell you specifically? Did he just say it's your time, or?
Just that the coaches have always said that be ready if one of these guys goes down, you're gonna need to be ready to play and step in for those guys. And he kind of pulled me aside and said this is your time to really step up now. And I'm excited for the opportunity. I really think that it's an exciting week, especially with playing Oklahoma. It's a big week, so there's a lot of things that need to be corrected on the practice field. Looking at the game film this morning, but I think that if everything goes well, we should definitely be ready for Oklahoma.
With C. Mike's future kind of uncertain, we might not be here in the spring. How do you see your career and opportunity with A&M moving forward?
That I guess will be something that I know we'll talk about maybe in the December time. There's a couple of things that I've personally talked to the coaches with. I don't really want to really make public right now, but it's something I guess really we'll talk about in December, something like that.